Good morning. Just getting everything set up. Just about there. And happy Tuesday. All right. Now, did get some feedback on some of the changes that we were trying to make yesterday, which is good. I'm glad because made some changes. We're learning some stuff here. So this one here is replacing clone with duplicate. And if we go back and look, this is in the bindings generator. We created this generate duplicate clone and generate duplicate new ref. So we had a little bit of feedback on the name of the thing instead of duplicate. I think it was, we'll see. But the feedback is generally, or is this, I think duplicate is a bit unclear, implies copying the underlying data. Maybe call it ref counted, or we can do that. Ref counted new ref sounds more logical and we can add it to the methods. We'll do that. We'll rename that duplicated to ref counted. Was expecting the rename. Then they elaborate. When I said replace as a bound, I meant replace in where predicates. As you can see, some of our code uses clone plus Godot object, ref counted. I'd like to change that to make the intention clear. So I think what they're saying here is that in some of the APIs, the where predicates have clone plus Godot object, and we should look at those and replace them with ref counted. I think ref count is going to ensure that it's Godot object. At least we can do it that way. We can say that the ref counted API or create extends from Godot object and go from there. So here we go. Actually, let me toss a little note in Discord. There we go. This one's 300, so let's check that out. Oh, and a little off my game today. Look at this. There we go. Music. Didn't I call it duplicate? Oh, I have to check that out. Check out that. Get HGD native. There we go. Reload our buffers. There we go. And now we should have duplicate. There it is. So we're going to rename this. Rough counted. And it looks like this is going to be maybe extending from Godot object. Hey, Cap Peasant, how's it going? Oh, speaking is tough today. We're gonna rename this to, instead of duplicate, to rough counted. Hey, it worked. It's going all right. I'm actually looking forward to one of the other streamers starting to learn Rust today. Who was it? That was Raimu. Raimu said he was going to learn Rust today. I'm ready for that. I forget which project this one is. Um, what's the path of this file? This is. Oh, that's not helpful. All right, where is rough counted? Why doesn't it give me the path? My. Oh, I moved it to the top level rough counted. I did not mean to do that. Okay, that was wrong. It used to be in GD native courses. All right, let's check that. Get status. Rename duplicate. What is this thing that I? Oh my goodness. Okay, G move. Try this again. GD native 4. I'm gonna write this to GD native core is gonna open a file for writing, not a directory. All right, paste buffer to the rescue. PB copy. We're gonna quit everything. Get status. What did I do? Oh, oops. Okay, getting rid of that. Like I absolutely butchered this. Okay, let's fix that. Native, what is it? Core source duplicate. Fine. source, and we wanted to rename this to, is it rough counted? Right. Ta-da! Just that easy. That was awful. Okay. There we go. So now we have rough counted. Much better. Okay. One of the reasons I chose duplicate was I didn't think there were many of them in here. And other than this one with duplicate flags, it's pretty clean. All right, and tag these real quick. Okay. Like a couple of those. Good. All right. I think we got the naming in. There were a couple little bits here. These here. Well, this is actually a little bit more interesting now because if we're generating, if things that are ref counted, or excuse me, where's the other place? Is it this one? Generate ref counted constructor? No. Non-ref counted. Oh, I think I had removed it. Okay. I wonder what we should call this. So in one case, or was it? Here. Duplicate new ref and duplicate clone. We need better function names. So we're going to implement new ref for things that are ref counted. How about we just call it generate new ref and do it all the time. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So now we have these two functions that we can drop into the same thing. Maybe at this point we just check to see, are you ref counted or not? If we're ref counted, we do that. Else, we do the other one. Now, some of this needs to be indented, but not all of it. Okay. We do not want the code to be indented. There we go. Okay. I think that's good there. A couple things we want to check though. What's this? GD native. Oh, that's the export thing. We're actually in core. So is this crate at this point, or is it something else? It is crate. All right. Interesting. Is instance expected to be Godot object? I don't think so. I must have misunderstood the other, what they were saying. Toast Eater was setting. So in this case, some of our code use yes, clone and Godot object to mean reference counted. So I think that we don't have to extend from Godot object for ref counted. Let's go back to ref counted, strip off this constraint here, or not really a constraint. What that be? It's type inheritance. Trait inheritance, trait. All right. Add ref not found there. Why? I saw this before too. I'm not sure why it's like that. I think I'd be using, I had been using clone before. Oh, it's called new ref now, isn't it? Oh, where was that? That was, oops. Did it again. Or init. There it is. Okay. We're going to add dot there, get status on there. Let's do a check. Cargo. Oh, it's still blocking. Not much has been going on in the ad channel. All right. Now, no object and clone. What I'm trying to search for at this point is some of those constraints that might have constraint of Godot object in them. Wonder where we should look for that. If we look for Godot object. Oh, we're gonna get a couple. Not too many actually. 23. Some of these look like they are in comments. I like that one. And in this case, Godot object, so T is a Godot object, Y. So we're returning an option T. Yeah, I don't know why that has to be a Godot object. Is it just because they didn't have something else? It typed node. Oh, it's because when you call this, you say, I want something that's of type label, or I want something that's of type blah, 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 right? And that's what it's returning here. I see. It probably doesn't matter that it's Godot object at that point. That's fine. That's fine. Cast is fine. Not touching the sealed stuff. That one's good. Godot objects that have a 0 argument constructor. Here they implement this for all of the different types. Class name, from sys, all these bits. Okay. And this is in dodge the creep. So root here is a Godot object. Yeah, no, we're fine there. That's export info. We don't need to touch that. Instance scene example as well. Almost done, wow. 16 to 23. And this is also for the export info where he is a Godot object. Yep, nope, that's good. Now what do we expect here? Is this base on this supposed to be a Godot object, or is this supposed to be ref counted? Looks like base type of the class, Godot scripting languages, yada yada. No, I think that's fine. I think it's supposed to be a Godot object there, and then later when we see we have map or something, then it needs to be ref counted. Try to object with error. What's this off of? This variant? Oh, it is variant. Now I wonder, because this here is actually returning a T. Cast, object.cast, where is that? I think that one's probably okay. From object. I wonder why this is borrowed here. Should that be borrowed? Oh, it's not an into object, or it's, you know, from into. Yeah. It's the other half of it. Shouldn't this consume T? In this case, T is a Godot object, so val is a Godot object. Where do we see val in here? Val to sys, I see. Hmm. Well, that looks good. I didn't see anything that really jumped out at me that needed to be changed. Let's commit amend this. Get LG on there. Just a quick sanity check. So we're taking away this generate reference copy. We now have generate new ref. Yep, this is the function that was removed. So instead of clones on there, we have new ref. Fine, fine. This look good. Ah, this fix me better docs. Docs feel like my weakness. All right, let's go. Let's give it a go. I've counted. Let's see. What would be a good example for this? What is the tone? Just say a ref counted object. Because I know in some cases we're just cloning. But what is the intention here? Let's go back here and see. I've counted classes later if needed. I'll give that a refresh. I want to see if Data responded to this. Nope. Okay. There's one other place. Or was it? It was in something that was cloned. Instead, I wonder if they should implement clone. Excuse me, because there is a place where clone is provided. Oh, you know what? Let's go check that. I'm gonna save that for a moment. Leave that in there. And here in class. Oh, wrong class. This one. Should they implement copy and clone? So if it's not reference counted, you get copy and clone on that. I wonder. Is 715209 out there? Raimu is supposed to tell you first, if you're out there, that he's going to do Rust. And he's going to tell the rest of us second. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. So if we do that, that should break a whole bunch of stuff, right? Oh, of course, because, yes. I wonder if we should be a little bit more explicit there, or just let the compiler do it. Really, the question is, should there be dot clone on the object? Because by deriving clone, we provide this in the public API. Huh. Let's just comment on that in the PR. Oh, and where's our fix me? Rough counted fix me. Goodness, I don't know what to put on this. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to explain a little bit of what's going on behind the scenes. But sometimes it does just create a clone, so it's not quite ref counted. In one case. Let's see. I don't know. There's lib. I mean, is it something as simple as like, this is more for that. What about ref counted? Let's look at how this is done for some other things. I'm gonna hop over here. See, what's a good trait in standard lib? Ref counted it. Oh, did I misspell that? Ref counted? Hey, I lost the context on that cap. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, in my docs. Was it the one in lib? Oh, counted it. Thank you. Oh, and that should be linked, shouldn't it? Rough counted, which on the same library. Was rough count? Yes, it's in GD core. Okay. Struct dot. Ooh, no, it's not a struct, is it? It's a trait. I'm not sure on this one. I'll have to build some docs. Cargo. Arngo. Cargo. Oh shoot, we're in the wrong place. Okay. Trying to add a link to this. I'm just gonna write some stuff out and probably try to massage it. Let's see, typeset. You know, I'm really stuck on the clone thing. It's not entirely just Godot objects though, because we're not, well, constrained on Godot object. Well, that's not quite right either. I mean, really, what is this doing? This is describing some sort of behavior, right? Or depending on where you are. And what is the behavior? The behavior is going to be how to increment a reference counted object. I mean, heck, this is basically RC, isn't it? Common trait for the ability to explicitly duplicate an object. How it differs. Oh, that's right. Okay, so let's try this. I don't know. Better than nothing. Is that another go? Oh, and we want -- open. All right, so when that pops up, we'll go take a look at that. Also, lib here. Do they have any other references in here to this? Some of these could actually be references, or excuse me, links. It's really nice to have links in documents. Oh, what problem do I have? Oh, just trying to write the documents for that that trait. All right, almost there. I see why they talk about the compile times now. All right, and there's all the examples. Fine. All right, back to the browser. That's not up to date. Did I not save that file? I did save that file. Is this GD native core? Oh, that's GD native. Okay, where is that? Oh, a couple places. We can at least keep them in sync. Cargo doc -- help. I just want to do it for one thing, the workspace. Hopefully that's a little faster. Because we do have traits in here. Traits, we have ref counted. Let's trait.refcounted.html. Oh, up to the top. There we go. Ref counted. If we click on that, does it go? It did. Wonderful. Okay. That's good. Oh, did I left y'all behind when I did that? Okay, so this is what we saw. Okay, GD native. Got ref counted here. Link down. We click on that. It takes us right to it. We got it right on our first try. Wonderful. Now, a bunch of crates here. Let's go to 4. But does this one also work? Yeah, GD native core. Okay. That works. Okay. To the code. Its status. Git add dot. Oh, it's already added. Git commit amend. Push that. All right, and the other one been looking at. This one, arguably more interesting. Okay, so for this one, I was just renaming all methods that started with get to something else, right? Read, yada, yada, yada. And yeah, if it started with get underscore, just strip that off of there, start later, everything else. And here, Tosito says, I'm not sure I'm comfortable applying the changes to all methods as you did. I understand that. I think more accurately, I didn't understand what the actual ask was. So this immediately introduces a number of special cases, and we'd like to avoid that. I think in this case, it's talking about these special cases. So when I propose remove underscore or get underscore from generated property getters, meant precisely that. Yeah, there was a lot there that I didn't get. Because in Godot, I'm actually using a little Godot thing here. Oh, where's Godot? Uh-oh, is that black? Okay, hold on, let me... There it goes. Yeah, that should be it. So in Godot, if we go into script and we search for some help, let's look at, let's say Node 2D. Node 2D has a number of things, right? It's got some properties, and it's also got other little bits like, yeah, I'm not seeing like getters on here. There are some. Get, I don't know, get scale, is this a getter? Nope. We're gonna go check on their site because I'm not seeing what I see there, or what I want there. So look here for getter. Because you can provide getters and setters like you can in other languages, like in C# or, oh goodness, ActionScript or JavaScript. I think that's what they wanted. So instead of just having this blanket find and replace, define, oh, here we go. Set get finds a setter and getter functions for a variable. I think this is really what we're targeting. Go back here, it goes on to show us where this is down below. So in this case, getter and setter get access and set access. And in this case, for the getter, we want to remove just that. So it's much, much, much more precise. So this property has a field, it has a getter. Let's try that. Which branch was this? This is 322. Yep, reload our buffers. We could just close them. All right, let's close them all. generate imports, stuff like that. Class bindings. Let's see if we can find this. So in this case, we have constants, singleton getter, ref counted constructor, which is what we were changing in one of our other areas. Dynamic cast, okay. What about the properties? Class struct, probably here. Oh, it just has a Godot object. It's the pointer. Let's try core. Oh. So here, all the generated core types, core methods, etc. get pulled in. I'm trying to find the entry point to that. I don't know the project well enough. Native core. Let's check build RS. There we go. Generate class. Class bindings. API, in this case, has all of the information for that class. So if we go and we look at what this Godot class is, we can see that it has methods, enums, constants, right? Interesting though, that this class doesn't really have properties, does it? All right, but let's look at the Godot method. Huh, where is that? Okay, so talking about this, properties. It's possible to see whether a method is a getter by looking at the properties field of the class it belongs to. Okay. Go back. This must be on the API. Oh, this is off of the API object. That's just a vector of classes here, Godot classes. Back to where we were, API type.
These aren't kid gloves, Mr. Valiant.
Okay, so we do have this in property.rs, property builder. That's used to register a property on a native class. Huh. But isn't this here for... This is for something else, isn't it? For registering something in the editor UI? Right. Export info. Yeah, this is all stuff that's a little bit different. Okay. That's for like exporting stuff. Yeah, I think it's for exporting stuff to the editor so that you can do type hints and all sorts of cool stuff with the editor, which is really neat. But I don't think it's what we want. All right. So if we go back to, let's say, the API.json file, we've got these properties here on whatever object this is. This is AVR interface, ARVR interface. Now let's go to something else. Oh, we got lots of AVR stuff in here. Scroll down a bit in the file. Oh, frame 150 delay sec. What is this? Oh. Window size. Okay. Oh, the OS object. I'm going to start in the bindings generator again. In this case, I think we start in generate bindings. So if we go to bindings generator, is there no build.rs for this? Oh, there isn't. All right. Generate imports. Then for every class, do that. Generate imports, generate class bindings. And where would we generate something like OS? Where's that going to get generated? I don't think it's getting generated in here. Methods and method table. Very method table. Because we do start with this API object. I think this was built off of API.json. So maybe we have to adjust the API object. All right, which means that here, yes, Saturday JSON stuff. Deserialize. Ah, yes. Oh, I see. So if we go and look at, let's say API.json, right? Here we have current scene in, I think this is OS or something. It's a singleton. Right. It looks like these properties here become functions at some point. Not sure how exactly. Those are properties. And then we have methods down here. So in this case, we're deserializing a Godot class. Yeah. No properties, just methods. And those methods here seem to represent that just fine. All right, let's add properties. All right. Where should we add it? Enum method, probably between these. Deserialize, debug, obstruct, property. All right, and what's inside of a property? Inside of a property, we have name, type, yada yada. Okay. Looks like we have a lot of strings here. Index. I don't know if index is helpful here. -1, -1. They all just oh, they do have values. Right here, this one has a value of 10. Let's go look. Blend point 10, index 10. Huh. Wonder what that's for. Is this for an array? What does the index represent? Well, it appears to be an integer. Oh, no. Sometimes it was negative, wasn't it? No, it's like I32 or something. 64, they do have constant value. All right, now we have properties. Go back to class. Hub. Properties. Okay, now we have vector properties. Cool. Give that a quick check. So how are we going to do that? We're going to check to see. Let's go look at the actual original issue. Generated property getters has an original get prefix, which is discouraged by Rust API guidelines. Yeah, you must have had get underscore on these. Mimic the Godot API. Remove the get prefix. Generate getters. Hey Quinn, how's it going? Um, I do have a clip actually. Where's the clip? I don't know. The clip is really, really old though. Let's see. No. Oh, you know what? I don't have it at the moment. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have it. Sorry. All right, let's. One thing that Toast Eater says here, where was it? When I propose to remove get from property getters, so it says I mean precisely that getters for properties that are actual properties in GDScript API. I'm guessing this is going to be pretty small. So here, let's go look at the generated code for. So that checks fine. I'm gonna go into target here. We're going to search for. Where's OS? Resource loader, mutex Marcel JSON, engine. Sure, world. We're going to look for this property, which has a getter but no setter. That. All right, which file is that? So here in the binding types, so it's already being generated. Iterect space state. Really? So what actually makes that a method? Is it being loaded up as a method, or is it being converted to a method as... Is this property somehow becoming a method? Properties. Yeah, I'd like to just search for Rust code, please. What is this code here? Parse, derive input. No, I don't think that's it. All right, let's work our way backwards. We see that here in this bindings types.rs, it exists. So where is somebody using bindings types? Two places, 1, 2. First one, opening the file, it says GD native bindings crate, okay. And the other one is also in GD native's bindings, and it's being imported. So here, this type output is where this is getting generated. So let's follow that through. Type impulse, generate imports. Right, that's just this little bit at the top, that's fine. Then we go through and generate class bindings. Wow, so it must be in here. I did not see it before. So is it on API? Must be. Makes me wonder. So if we have this property and this getter for this property, world doesn't seem to expose that property, just a function getter for it. Yeah, Quinn, I really hope to be able to get back to the UI stuff soon. One of the reasons I'm doing this is so I can start to generate more information in the client. The world was rather flat, actually, and I'd like it to have a little bit more oomph to it, right? A little bit more visual appeal. So part of the reason I'm switching over to using some Rust stuff here. Oh, what's going on there? I don't know what that is. That was weird. Why were there so many? Oh, it was jumping through some history that I had. Okay. So we're following this through. Singleton getter, all this. And then we have methods. This is where it must be getting generated. We find the class in the API, and then we have the methods. Right, here we start to build up some string for the arguments. if it's const or not. Yeah. Then we output it. Okay. Oh, what was the string that we had been looking for? Yeah, it's just right there. Scenario. So I'm not sure where these things, these properties, go from being properties to being methods. It looks like that's happening. Here's properties, and if we go to the other side of that, we have signals and then methods. So something, unless of course it's just further down, it's possible, but no, it's not. Let's just double check again. Get environment slash. Oh, it is a method already. Okay, I see. So if they're already methods, then we do have to load up the properties in order to be able to check the properties and see if this is the getter. Then we have set environment, yes. Okay, that's what's going on. We don't actually expose the property on the object, only the getters and setters, but the API currently doesn't have this information to it. So I think we're making a good change in API where we started to add properties. It'd be nice to be able to say like pub is getter. You parse it, something. All right, well that makes me feel better because I thought I was missing something, but I'm not. It's just, well, it's missing the fact that I wasn't missing. Oh, you got a question about Rust? Ask away. Yeah, I'll let you know if I can, or if I don't want to. Ask away. Don't be shy. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Get banned. Oh, JSON deserialization. Yes. Oh, you have two types of JSON format. Okay. All right, so you have an object with kind of key value pairs. And then you have another object. So you have message in both objects. You have time in both objects. But mode is specifier is missing. Make the specifier optional. So in that case, if it's not always there, let's say that in this case, property didn't always exist, right? Or the properties object didn't always exist. It would be an option. And yes, there is a way to control enum serialization and deserialization in Serday. In fact, there is a lot that you can do in Serday with that. I am by no means a Serday expert, but I've come across a number of things. Let's see, just bounce out of Serday real quick. rates. I know, where is it? Other pieces. We have to look at Saturday JSON to do that? Or is it part of the other traits? It might be part of these other traits. Because yeah, you could treat them as unions. You could look into it and see, is it one or the other, and then have these different types depending. So it's a union or an enum. Sorry. One of the other. I mean, Saturday is so flexible. If one of their representation functions doesn't do what you want, then you can always write the deserializer yourself, which is very, very powerful as well. On stardata.rs. Oh, yes. Is this the one you're talking about? Internally tagged, externally tagged enums. Adjacently tagged? Wow. Saturday is incredibly flexible, like to the point where you have like what is it, decision blindness? Like, wow, there's just so much. So much. It just does everything. All right, so now we should have those. When I was implementing the game server, I ended up using these pages over here, custom serialization a lot. Okay, so when we go to generate the method, we will only use, basically only trim the name up if it is getter. Okay. Yeah, so we don't want to do it like this unless it's actually getter and it starts with get. All right, so let's trim these out. We don't need that. So we don't need any of that. So if it starts with get, we're going to actually add more logic here. Only trim get. Okay, Now we need to pass in the getters in here so we can first check, do we have those first 4 elements? Does it start with that? If so, do the lookup, which might be a little bit more expensive than checking the first 4 characters. All right, do we have a copy? Where's class in here? We do have class. So we should be able to pass properties in from there. Okay. Class properties. Oh, I am in the browser. -1 point to Halsey. All right. So here, I'm going to pass the properties in to this generate method name. This used to have a lot more stuff into it, right? What we were doing yesterday. These pieces. And we're going to take the property name, and if it starts with that, and I just want some sort of predicate, like does it contain it? There's no bind on slice API, really? All right, let's quickly check this. Where is binary search? I don't think it's sorted, so that's not going to help. Oh, we can just get the iterator. Oh yeah, iter find. If that happens to be something, okay, great. Now for find's cool. We can give it a predicate, which means that we can just look over all of the different properties that exist, and if the name happens to match, we return true. So here we're going to have the property, and if p dot, what was the property actually? Getter. P dot getter. How do you do string equality in Rust? Right, I'm doing it again. Okay. And can we just do equals? Is that going to do like a pointer equals? They do partial equal on string. Okay, we should be able to do that. What's private? Yeah, let's make that public. Good, done. All right, so then only in this case. Not a big fan of having this here. I'd rather that somewhere else. Let's see if it works though. Okay. Seems like this should be like a is property, is getter function off of the class maybe. I don't know. Used in one place, buried in there. Go to check. Actually change that. Oh, get class. Oh, wonderful. One thing. Or variant. Line 623. Oh, that's right, because I had a number of other changes. The status. Yeah, there were a number of changes that we had to have on there. What were the other changes? I want to take a quick peek. Generate method name. Okay, we were just updating that. Yep. Okay, those I'm gonna leave for now. Ah, the examples. Yep. Okay, let's see. I wonder how many of these are actually going to fail now. I don't know if they're properties or not. All right, let's put some of these back. Get child count. Huh. Okay, we put those getters back. Oh, and the browser again. I need to fix that. I gotta get something set up so that, you know, so OBS follows my focus. Maybe like eye tracking or. That would be cool if you could see where my eyes were looking on the screen. What else would be cool? That part of startup ones where if your idea ever started with, you know, it'd be cool. We never did that idea ever because it was always just fluff, right? We weren't in the business of fluff. But, oh, I didn't save all of them. Drat. Okay, there we go. Wow, that worked. Get status. A dot. Good. Let's amend that. Let's take a peek. Oh, get log. Let's take a peek at what this shows. All right, so we load up the properties. Good. So we're deserializing into that structure. Fine. Generate method name. Yep. We'll go deal with that fix me in a moment. And then we just have those method names. Everything else. Oh, interesting. Position. So some of these are still there. Like get linear velocity. Um, oh, set linear velocities there. Good. And then get linear velocity became linear velocity because it's a getter apparently. I want to double check that for something like tree root target. Oh no, not in there. It's going to be in the API file. Tree underscore. What was it? It was get, not got. Get tree root. It's a property. Look at that. Cool. Nice. Let's go fix. Was it in here? Fix me. Here we go. Let's move this. And I'm going to pass in class maybe. This generate method name isn't as descriptive as it could be. Let's rename that. We have generate method name. It's not quite right. It's going to be rename property getter. Is that more accurate? Let's see, how's that look? Just getters to match guideline conventions, rename property getter. I think we should pass the class in actually. Why didn't that complain? Yeah, should be okay. Is it Godot class? Yeah. Oops. There we go. Like that. Alright, so now class is getter. If it starts with get and it happens to be a getter, that should be fine. There we go. Removes. Good. Oh, look, now we have little docs. Remove such and such from blah if blah is on the blah. Great. So much better. Wonderful. Alright, I'm going to add a comment to this here. We're gonna, let's see, what are we gonna say here? Thank you for pointing that out. Set get. Thank you for pointing that out. I'd forgotten. That Godot had set get. Probably just something like this. Alright, now I gotta do that in the other browser. Drop that in there. Alright. Cool. Very nice. Sauce that on there. Push, got that on there. Okay. Now, go back to issues, milestones. Hey, closed. Look at that. Easiest one ever, the typos one. Can you reorder these? Oh, interesting. So the milestone, you can actually reorder those in there. That's neat. All right, let's go back to the open issues. I have no idea how to do this one here. It's for multiple Godot versions. I was looking at the tidy public interfaces one. This here, make generated unsafe methods private. It looks like anything that's currently public in this is currently needed because it's used across crates. Let me see. Comment on that. See, what should we say on that? Yeah, we're going to do one of these. We'll just quote that, and then we will say, looked into this. Or yeah, that's fluff. It appears that the remaining all right, we'll do something like that. Toss that in the browser. I gotta find it. Okay, tidy public interfaces. Insert a quote. That's it. Okay. We gotta actually hit the insert a quote button. Oh, it's a greater than sign. All right. All right. So if that's the case, I commented on that. This field in generated binding types should also be private. Macros should use 2sys instead. I hope this doesn't upset them. Just, yeah, that one I didn't see. Yeah, I think Cedar is probably going to do that on his own. Make class builder init handle private. Got 50 minutes. Let's see if we can do that. Where is that? Class builder init handle. Is it a file? Class builder? Oh, no symbols. There's class builder. Init handle. Ooh. I wonder where that's used. We're going to find out. Give us a check. Oh, and we're on the wrong status. Where's the T? Some T. Oh, you've got to be kidding. That's it. It just didn't need to be public. I'm surprised. Okay. I thought it was really going to be much more than a one-line change. Well, let me go ahead and pour the tea. Nice and warm. This room is so cold. It's really well insulated. Unfortunately, I didn't add any insulation to the concrete, so it stays extra cold. I think that's going to be one of my next projects in here. All right, tea is nice, tea is hot. Yeah, that's done. Wow. Okay. This is issue 357. Get checkout -B. No, Halsey 357. And we'll call that init handle. Oh, we need to commit, git commit 57. We don't need the force on there, just push. All right, back to the browser. That should be that thing there. And high-level wrapper for init options and terminate options. Not sure what they mean by that. This one's interesting. Not sure if export should be sealed, since making custom types usable in properties is a reasonable use case. You know, there was one thing I forgot to do. This. I'm supposed to go into the test directory. Run this. that wasn't it. It's oh no, don't do that. I don't want the editor open. Oh, try again. All right, I forgot what the command was. It's down near the bottom of this. Contributing guidelines. I'm in the test project, cargo build. Okay. Oh, you know what? Did this get built? Ah, okay. That'll help. Is it cold out here? All right, that didn't actually work. All right. For whatever reason, this is not running that project. I'm just gonna open Godot, import the project. Oh, I was in the wrong directory. I'm supposed to be inside of. Where are we going? There we go. There it goes. Okay. I had to give it the right path. Yeah, all of those are fine. Okay, well, now that that's fine. These should also just be private. Macros should use 2sys instead. Okay. Oh, I did that wrong. That should have been off of GD native master. Okay, so git check out the last branch. If you didn't know you could do that, you can absolutely do that. Hyphen is the last branch you are on. There we go. Good. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot. Okay, we got that. Now, so that pull request is out. Now, let's do this again. Where are we? So we'll create a new branch. Much better. Okay, that's public again. Now, this one, if you've forgotten, in the past couple moments, so I might have. We gotta look at the issues. Generate binding types. Okay, let's find the generated binding types. How about we work backwards again? Target. Oops. You're still in the browser. Lots of this in there. Actually, don't want the docs either. How do you use the types? Pattern file. Okay, and what are options? Is there like a type? Probably be in that list. There it is. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that. Nice. I really like RG. RG is a cool tool. If you're not familiar with them, there's RG, there's FD, SD. RG is like grep, FD is like find, SD is like set. So we'll learn together. All right, now I just want the file name, -H. I just want files. Stats, sort, smart case. Wow. Well, they're pretty. You can choose the engine, PCRE, whatever. No line numbers. A -F. Oh, no, not that. Huh. I'm sure it's in there. So much stuff in here. Anyhow. We got these gorgeous robins out in the yard right now. What is it eating? Oh, anyhow. Like that. Oh, that was much easier. So there's some special functions. Where is it? We're gonna go back to generator lib, I think. There's a class struct. Strains, singleton getter, etc., generate methods. There's special stuff. special methods. That's it. Oh, that's a constructor. Reference copy. Last. Oh, here we go. From sys to sys. Is this a trait? Oh yeah, it's implementing Godot object. Got it. All right, let's give that a go. Bring some tea. Wow, that's hot. That is hot tea. Finding methods. Okay, that's fine. Let's go patch these up. Whoa, what? That's, line number on that is 214,490. 214,490. Okay, so this is a generated function. What else do we have? Are these all in for thread? No, there's quite a few different. All right, and so instead of arg.this as const pointer, what is arg supposed to? Oh, where are we? This is in generate argument pre. Okay, where's that used? Inside of generate method impl, we do generate argument pre. Now this isn't going to be this. This is going to be. Is it just sys or? Hmm. What is arg at this point? So where's output? Okay, we're writing the output here. Let mutable argument buffer equals this. Yeah, that looks a little different. That seems slightly different. But it looks pretty close. Else, null pointer, etc. Oh, it is the same. Argument buffer. Okay, yeah, that's it. I didn't see the array, the type information right here. All right, we're good. All right, now in this, what type is it actually receiving? So arg, if let some arg is equal to ampersand mesh, and mesh here is the parameter coming in optionally. And mesh in this case is going to be a Godot object. And Godot objects. We did have the documentation up, didn't we? It has hidden methods, to sys and from sys. We want to go to sys instead. There was also that interesting sys in there. So what is this? Like, it does mesh have sys? When I search for mesh, why does it give me dictionary? Oh, because that I don't know actually. Oh, and vector2 sys doesn't exist. Let's go look at vector2 sys. The vector2 I think is wrong file. There we go, vector2 sys. Vector. So we're trying to get the pointer. If we call to sys, I don't think that's going to work. Hmm. Alright. And it says macros should use to sys instead. Alright, let's try it. I didn't know that you could lead twice like this. As this, as that. Hmm. That is interesting. Alright. Gonna let the editor have it first. There are no errors. I don't quite believe it. See if the tests fail. And it's all the same play, so it must... Except for these, we didn't fix this. That should still be an issue. Alright, where is this? Down in 187. Was it a different file? Finding types. Ah, to object. Alright, let's go fix the upcasts. Oh, no, that's backwards. calls to unsafe function. Yes. And which function was that? The object this. Could have been either of these. All right, core types 364. I see, so it's not ref counted. Eh. And do we expect this to be safe? Yes, we expect it to be safe because we're doing the upcast. And the way that this code is generated, you should be able to cast up here. So do we just hide this? Can I guarantee that that's safe? Oh, I need double those up. Create a new one. This there. We can't provide this here because it's private. That's what it's saying. It's not complaining about self.this. It's complaining about the this that we're assigning self.this into. That's different. I see, because object is on the other side of this. All right, and that means we have to do object from sys in this case. It's not generate dynamic cast. Or was it? Was it here? Upcast, right? Generate upcast. Okay. So this is the object here on the left. So whatever the object is from sys, then we pass in self.this because we have access to it. Like that. That's more accurate. We need to do from sys on that. Same thing here. The difference here. Huh. Oh, whether it's unsafe or not? This one's unsafe. It's calling an unsafe function. Yes, 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 we know. All right, but we know it's safe because the JSON file has a structure in it, and we know that we can cast these because they can be cast in C++. Should be better. All right, if it takes a longer time to actually compile, that's a good sign. Maybe we should add like a comment here, like I don't know. Okay, that built. We're gonna check. Gonna give it a test. Let's give it a test. All features, format terse. Wow, that was fun. It's a good one. All right. So that should be. Oh, we did that one. Oh, this. Yeah, make this field private. So we did that one. Should be that. Cool. Okay, that worked. Check this. Let's go up one. CD to test. Cargo. Oh. Cargo build. Test project. Copy that in. Run Godot against it. That ran. Good. Let's take another quick peek. Okay. Actually, dock doesn't need to be hidden for that, does it? Now it's hidden itself. We can remove that. So that's in classes. Is that line 14 or so? There we go. What if we should run Clippy real quick? Cargo Clippy. Probably not. I guess status. Anything else? Nope. Git push. Awesome. Sorry. Knocking out. Create this pull request. Figure out what we're gonna do next time. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, I just did this one. That one's good. Should have a couple of PRs out here. Oh, I didn't see this before. All generate unsafe methods and bindings methods. Dawkins, so they won't show up in RustDoc, but they affect code completion. Huh. Yeah, I'll probably have to show the diff that I have and some other issues. Okay, so I'll follow up on that later. But we got those. Public internal. Yeah. Public internal interfaces. Is there another comment on this? Oh, cool. Okay, I believe the accepted practice. Oh, we'll do that. Sure. I can compile with them without that change and report it. I mean, generally, these things aren't very long, too, so I should be able to find it real quick. We'll check in on that. Let's see. Probably cleaning up a little bit of that. Let's figure out who. Go to milestones. I want to push this further. Selfishly, I want this one and this one. If I can get those done, it'd be great. What else could we do? I'm not sure about this one. The procedural macro stuff. I don't know how to do that stuff. It'd be fun to dig into. Oh, 390. This one's kind of associated with 301 up above. And we could also try looking at this one. All right. Gonna get going. Have fun. Let's see. Anybody have any suggestion on who we should be rating? I want to rate somebody that's maybe got some Rust stuff going. Let's see. So look. I mean, if Raimu was doing Rust stuff already, we'd rate him, but he's not on it at the moment. Browse, science tech. I mean, should we search for maybe programming or just Rust in here? Science and tech. Trending, programming, sure. Alright, I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. Let this scroll. Wow, not very many in programming today. Where's low to high? Okay. Oh, radio scanner. Oh, that sounds like fun. That really does. Computer Chronicles archive stream? uh, what language is this? I don't recognize it. Oh, what was this one? Twitch development. Oh, Svelte? Alright. Well, I'm gonna take another look. Take that one. Let's look at software development. Still not very many. Any Rust in there? No. Alright. Let's maybe pick something slightly associated. Or we could just raid Adam. Do anything today? Always up. Learning TypeScript. Short term. I know. Where's Raimo? Can somebody call Raimo? Tell him to start. That's a joke. Don't call Raimo. All right. Well, see, I do like TypeScript, but I don't think we're gonna do TypeScript. We got some C++ stuff, Unreal Engine stuff. What about game development? Maybe somebody. And some people don't even put like Rust or anything. They're like, all right, Cap Peasant, you take care. All right. Well, if there's nothing on here, maybe you guys can start a stream, a Rust stream. Be cool. Oh, just me. Wait, did it find another one? I don't see Rust. Where's Rust? Oh, Rustling. Here we go. We got one. Ecton Dev. Ecton, you were in here earlier. There we go. Ecton Dev. Need tags on your stream, man. Ecton. Oh, very cool. We're going to go do that. All right. So, till next time. Bye-bye. Did it actually go? It didn't go. Ecton Dev. Try this again. Stream manager. Who do we want to raid? Start raid. Can I actually double raid? That'd be so weird. All right. Bye-bye, y'all.